It's tricky, it's uptight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around, to rock around.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Tonight, a good one on Thursday night primetime. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns on Thursday night primetime. On the Tampa sideline, it's head coach Todd Bowles. His guys struggling at this point of the year, just 2 wins in their last 7 games. On the other side is the head coach of the Browns. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. This field in at about the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Outside, he's got Ibuka. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Now he'll air one out to the goal line and in. Ibuka. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Carlson's kick is good, and the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. From the 6, here comes a return, and he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the man who played in College Station, their rookie quarterback out of Texas A&M.
It was pretty clear after sitting down with him earlier in the week that he was just not satisfied with last week's performance. And while he was so clear, he's like, listen, I am thrilled that we won the game. He goes, I understand if we want to continue to stack up wins, I need to be better. And it starts with protecting the ball. So back to basics this week in practice, trusting what he sees, relying on his understanding of the offense. If all those things come together, I think we'll see a better performance out of him today.
That last run got 4, so here comes 2nd and 6. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Cleveland.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Judkins. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Misconnect trying to get it to Quinshawn Judkins out of the backfield. Third down coming up. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. 11 yards on the connection there. It's a Browns first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A run, and here comes Judkins. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the Bucs' 35-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he's in. Jalen Coker. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The kicking team up for the extra point. And that one bangs off the right upright. Does not go in. It's no good. And they're unable to add the point after. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Hot holds there, the Bucs head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. Their lead is just a point. They begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over. So give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
It's Otten in motion. Second down throw from Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short game.
Out to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
To return, it's Mims. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Got it into the hands of Mims. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And that last throw not going to count for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle goes Judkins here, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Buccaneers' 36-yard line.
They run it once more with Judkins. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's out of bounds with a 1st down, but looks like this one might be coming back. The center, Joe Tippmann, guilty of that time. To throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but this is going to go down as a big loss on the play.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
Throwing now on 3rd and long, and that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And this will work out well. Touchdown by the special teams unit right at the 10-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. It's Otten in motion. first down. Here's Irving. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So, one quarter in the books on this Thanksgiving night. The Bucs have the early lead, and we're back to Cleveland in a minute. On to the second. Buccaneers in possession of the football. They've got it second down and 11. They send Evans in motion. On second down, Baker will get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
It's Otten in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall. After suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left. And for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Exiting the pocket right. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. But fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Here's Judkins. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Lavonte David doing his work on defense.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Taken in, and he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Now they are in business. inside the 15-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Cleveland.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground,
Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers will take over at their own 15.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The Buccaneers offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Irving. Not much there, maybe a yard. Second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Bush.
And Mike, and as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play and then the play after that? Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and we're going to get a good test of it right here.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Browns are in the lead by the score of 13-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. Be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Buccaneers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. With the RPO, this is out to Evans. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard. They send Godwin in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard. Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Mayfield. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down by a couple of yards, able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
He's down inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. he gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Tackle there by Michael Hall. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. That's Ibuka in motion. Baker to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Buccaneers will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. He is the NFL leader in rushing to this point in the season, so he's hoping to put together a solid second half to try to take home the title. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 42-yard line.
On the handoff, Judkins. And he'll get this up to the 44. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. 1st and 10. They'll give it here to Judkins. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Judkins. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
That is intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 2nd down, they need 7. To throw is Mayfield. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. That's Ibuka in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. Got him in! It's Ibuka! Complete! Oh, big hole left side. And he will score! Emeka Ibuka! Touchdown Buccaneers! His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Buccaneers make the lead 4. It is 17-13. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he tops all other NFL running backs to this point in the season.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
That's Ibuka in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. That is pulled in at the 5. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Tristan Wirfs, former first-round pick, with the flag. That's Ibuka in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That is caught. And the Buccaneers going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving, one and all. Glad to see you push through the tryptophan sleepiness. The third of our triple header here on EA Sports. Here we go. Our journey through the NFL starts now at Ford Field in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And this is Jared Goff. Touchdown from 20 yards away. The Lions come away with the victory as they get back to 500, standing 6-6. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 9. He'll look to throw. He connects with Mims. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Out of the gun. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Trying to hook up with Cade Otton that time around. It's second down. Throwing is Mayfield. And he'll just bite the ball and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Now Mayfield. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Buccaneers will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. On the ground, Judkins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
21-yard line.
Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Humphrey, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. He'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Todd Bowles there, the Bucs head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Here's Irving. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. From the gun, it's Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Third and 2. Here we go. Mayfield to throw. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action with Mayfield. That is left side and caught by Evans. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. That's Ibuka in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Will try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you have to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's going to have a first hit. Todd Bowles disagrees with that call. And he's thrown the challenge flag. That issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control. So that's what the referee is looking at here. So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Quick hitting slant there, and the defense can't come up. Stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the give, it's Judkins. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 2.
We'll try and run for the first with Judkins.
And anytime you have a long drive going, you hate to have it stall out there. So that's a really nice job up front, making sure that that doesn't happen, and it's going to set up first and goal.
They'll run with Sampson. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw. That is caught, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Now the try for an extra point. It's up and through. And the Browns are back within 6. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Gibson now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense getting set to get back to work. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. On play action, Mayfield. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. Into the secondary, past the 40. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
First down, Buccaneers.
We'll go again here with Irvin. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
For the sack, setting up 4th down. It's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The Buccaneers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Have a short field, looking to build on the lead. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing is Baker. A throw left side there, not going to find the top. Incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10. To throw is Mayfield. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And the tackle is made at about the 6. Second and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
On the ground, it's Irvin. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Baker to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Tampa. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point.
Throwing is Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He connects with Mims. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
15 yards. That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 40.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked up. By the safety, Tyke Smith. And the Buccaneers are going to take over just shy of mid. So a win here for the visiting Bucs. And they will get a little extra time to enjoy it on this holiday weekend as they get the job done here on Thanksgiving. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we wish you a good night from Cleveland.
Whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it quick. If you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh, front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh.
You ain't never been a skate town. On national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow.